Hi guys, it's Ashley. Today we're going to do a little bit of gardening. So I'm going to show you how I mix up my soil for my new plants and for my seeds, and just show you basically how this process works, the cheapest way to go about it. So here I have some topsoil mushroom compost right here in the middle. And then here at the end in that blue and white bag, that's the manure compost. Now I got these at the local farm store. Mine's called Rural King, and I live here in Kentucky. And Rural King is super awesome. I love Rural King. They give free popcorn and free coffee every time you go in there. They got super cute animals and just lots of cool country stuff and outdoor stuff, and that's where I like to go. And anyways, so these three here, they're each like $2 a bag, which is awesome because so far for my potted plants in the front and my tree out back, I got a potted tree out here. I've planted some raspberry bushes, which those, I don't know if they're duds or not. They're not popping up yet. And then, of course, we got this whole garden here. So far with everything, I've already used one whole bag of soil and half a bag, well, over half a bag of the mushroom compost and half a bag of the manure. And that's all I've used so far. Like, that's super cheap. And then, of course, I use my shish kebab skewers to mark the spots where I plant my seeds. Also, the tall, stringy plants, I will tie, string or whatever to the skewers to hold them upright. And then I got, my gloves and my seeds and, just a couple little things that I need. Nothing major. So we're going to use just a regular bucket here to mix all this soil together. So this topsoil here, it's just like replacement soil. It's similar to potting soil, which you can use either potting soil or topsoil. But basically, I'm going to fill up maybe close to half this bucket with the topsoil. Usually about 7 or 8 scoops is good. I'm not sure if that's 7 or 8, but either way, it's close to half. Then this mushroom compost here, what I'm going to do is I am going to get, let's see, 2 really big scoops here. So it's a big scoop. We're going to drop that in the bucket. That's 1. And that one's not too big, but it's okay. That's good. So that's 2. And then I'm going to do 1 of the manure compost. So this is the manure compost. And like I said, this stuff is cheap. This is only $2. And I just want to get, 1 good one. And that right there, just 1 good one. And that's good. And I drop it in, and now I'm going to mix all that together. And just that little bit of manure and that little bit of compost is really going to give the plants the nutrients that it needs. And plus Miracle-Gro, I give my plants some Miracle-Gro every once in a while, but I'm mainly relying on this manure compost and this mushroom compost to give the plants the nutrients that it needs. So I'm going to work this through. I'm going to put my gloves on and work it through with my hands to get down at the bottom, and then we'll be ready to plant the seeds. And so now what we're gonna do in these empty mounds here, so we got 3 completely empty mounds, and then a little over half this mound is empty towards the middle and back. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna go ahead and make little holes in these mounds, and we're gonna plant these seeds. And also, I'm gonna give you all a look at my new growing seeds here. So I don't know if you can see, but we got pumpkin here, pumpkin here. We're gonna have tons of pumpkins this fall for the kids, and I plan on donating them to like a women's and children's center. Each stem is gonna produce several pumpkins, and I have 30 altogether, so we're gonna have lots of pumpkins to donate. Plus all this here, I just love growing plants. I really love it. And I got 8 plants of the large red bell peppers, 8 plants of the mini gypsy bell peppers, and lots of green beans, peas, zucchinis. So I'm going to have a lot left over to donate to food pantries and churches and stuff like that. But, you know, why not grow it? I got a backyard, you know, instead of just growing a few, why not grow a ton and then donate them and give them away? So that is what we are doing. So right here is my mound. I got a lot of hard dirt here. So, and you know, it doesn't matter about this hard dirt. I can just toss it over. Anything that's in the way, I can just toss it over. So what I want to do is in the middle of this mound here, I want to grab a handful of that topsoil mixed with the compost and manure, and then I'm going to sit my seed on it, and then I'm just going to work all this over and then water it really, really good, and then use one of these skewers and mark it just like I did the others, and then I'll move on to the next one. So we're gonna plant some, let's see here, I think this is organic, 100% certified organic broccoli, and I have it in the bag here. So when I bought this, it had a little slit in it, and I lost a ton of my seeds, so I only got a little bit of seeds here, which is fine. I don't need a whole lot of broccoli. So if you look here, you only see just a few seeds, and that's good enough. So I'm just gonna take, let's see, I think I only got about maybe 7 seeds left. So I'm just gonna grab just 1 seed, and that's fine. Hopefully it grows. And I'm just gonna drop it right there in the center. And then I'm just gonna cover it up and water it and go to the next spot. And before I go to the next spot, I'm gonna grab one of these. So I'm gonna take just 1 shish kebab skewer, and then I'm just gonna pop it right there, so I know just 2 inches before that is the seed. And then we're gonna do it again, just a little bit over. So about a foot, 1.5 feet over, I'm gonna redo the same thing. So I'm just gonna kind of dig a little spot here. Grab a handful, drop it in that hole. Grab another seed, drop the seed, drop the skewer, and move on down the row. And here is that row we just completed. And now all we need to do is go over and just cover this up. We just need it covered a little bit, and then water, and then it'll be good. But I am going to add a little bit of the topsoil just on top so I know exactly where I planted that seed. I mean, I do have my skewer, but as you see the others from a distance, I know, okay, well, I planted something there, there because of this, the discoloration of the black versus the brown. But yeah, I like to do that. So I'll just cover up the rest of them, put a little bit of the topsoil on top so I know, okay, that's where I planted it. And plus I got my skewer, and then I'll be good to go. And then I'm going to go to the next row over here, and I need to plant some carrots and some lettuce and some asparagus. I want to give you all a sneak peek at some of the new sprouts popping up here. So I did realize that my biggest problem with gardening is the bugs. The bugs are definitely a problem. I realized that my zucchini bulbs were getting destroyed before they could even bloom. And then I was wondering, well, what? You know, I felt like something wasn't right. So we went and got a big bag of the bug killer that you sprinkle in the garden. And man, I noticed a difference within 2 days. Within 2 days, all my seedlings, just look at that, like boom, busted out of the ground. All of them. Even my pumpkin seeds. I'll show you my pumpkin seeds. 2 days later, all the pumpkin seeds bloomed. Well, not bloomed, but sprouted. They all just came right out of the ground. And I was like, well, yeah, the bugs were the problem. So, see here, my bulbs are dying before they even get to bloom. And then while I was out here planting a minute ago, I realized I started seeing some bugs. So I'm going to have to lay down more of this seed stuff because I can't be having that. Like that there is disappointing, you know, it's breaking my heart. Before it even gets to bloom, it's dying, and you can see it looks like bugs on it. And then see, I just saw some ants crawling, so man, golly, that's disappointing. So, but yeah, here's a new zucchini right there. There's the new peas right there. Got some more new peas popping up. And then we got those green beans right there. Something else real quick that I just noticed and I'm so excited about. Check out that green bean. Let's see, come on. Let's focus on the green bean. Let's see. We got green beans growing. Look at that. There we go. I got green beans growing. Look, we got three. We got three growing on this one. We got a few growing on each one. I'm so excited about it. Super, super excited about it. Look at that. Little baby green bean. Haha. And then look over here. This is the zucchini that I showed you all last week. Look at that. He is just huge. He's just as big as that other one right there. Man, they are growing great. So far, the peas do not have pods on them. So I'm excited about that. Hopefully next week, those will have pods on them. And I'm definitely going to have to treat the garden. And I'm thinking about treating the whole yard here because I still got some ants and some bugs in my garden. I noticed a huge difference when I laid it down. Ooh, look at that green bean. Look at that. Ooh, look at that. Oh, buddy. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Hopefully I can get my zucchini to survive. And then, oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited about all these. Oh, let me show you my pumpkins. Oh, man. Look at that. After I treated the garden with that bug killer, all of these sprouted out. Look at that. And look at my pumpkins. Oh my goodness. Look, look how many flowers it's going to grow. It is going to grow a ton of flowers. Oh man, so excited. Look at that. So excited about my pumpkins. I'm extremely excited about my pumpkins more than anything. I've always wanted a pumpkin patch, and now I'm gonna have one. But I am excited about those green beans for sure. Now on this next mound here, we're gonna do carrots. I'm excited about these too. I did show a video of all my little carrot sprouts. Sadly, those did not make it. When I tried to harden them off outside, they didn't make it. They ended up dying. Plus it stormed and they just blew all over. I was really sad about it, but no worries. We're gonna plant some new ones with this compost and manure, and these suckers are gonna grow like crazy. These are 100% certified organic Danvers carrots. Very excited about it. And I got tons of seeds here. Tons and tons of seeds. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to create a hole right here. So I'm going to grab the right glove. So let me pause the video. I'm going to create a divot just running straight down the middle of the row. And then I'm just going to fill it with this mixture of the compost. And then I'm just going to drop the seeds as I go. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm just going to create a space right in the center of this mound going all the way down. So I'm just working it back like this. I'll fill it up with this compost stuff, and then we'll just drop the seeds. So that is what we're going to do. Alright guys, so this was not hard at all. This took me like 3 minutes. I just ran my hand straight through that mound all the way down. So now I'm just gonna add that compost, and then I'm gonna sprinkle those seeds right down in through there, and it's gonna grow great. So this is what our row looks like. Now we just need to drop the seeds. So I'm just gonna grab a pinch, just every so many inches. I'm just gonna drop a few. And I'm going to do that all the way down until the end. Now, after we dropped our seeds, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold this over. So we're just going to fold the dirt mound over top of these seeds. Just like this. I'm going to do that all the way down till it's completely covered. And then I'm going to water it really, really well. So right here, this mound right here is the one that I just planted the carrots on, and I covered them up, so I folded the sides of the mound over top of the carrots. Now I just need to water them really, really good, both these rows. Now our last step is to mark our rows. So I have my sticks here, and these were fairly cheap, and my permanent marker. So on this stick here, I'm just going to write carrots on both sides. Take it, and so I got cherry tomatoes right here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cherry tomatoes. So what I'm going to do is on this end, I'm going to write cherry tom on it, and then at the other end of this row, I'm going to write broccoli. That way I know this half is cherry tomatoes, and then down there where we planted those mounds with those sticks, those are broccoli. And then I'm going to write broccoli on the other end and put it on the opposite end of the row here. And our last step is now we need to water the seeds. So this is the mound here with the carrots, so I'm just going to water this really good and water this end also. Water those cherry tomatoes, and I'm going to water the broccoli that we planted also. So thank you all for joining me, and I will see you next time with some more gardening videos. Thank you. Bye-bye.